Sandwiched between Mazeroski Way and the Roberto Clemente Bridge, welcome to PNC Park. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about to get underway, and on the mound for Pittsburgh in this one, Paul Skeens.
Boog, he brings a ton of confidence with him to the mound. He's looking for good at-bats and a few runs from his teammates, and he's hoping to take care of the rest to make sure they come away with a win. If he's on in this one, it's going to be a real uphill battle for everyone else.
All right, ready to get underway. Stepping in is the switch-hitting shortstop, Tommy Edman. And that one hammered back there. And that one is out of here. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. The Dodgers strike first. It's 1-0. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you can say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Oh, so much for settling into this game, Boog. No courtesy first pitch take right there. He was ready from the second he stepped into the box, got a pitch to hit, jumped all over it. I tell you what, that'll fire up the guys in your dugout.
And now it's Mookie Betts. Here's a rocket out to left. And out number one on the grab. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit, and then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early.
And there's the third out. That'll do it for the inning. So the Dodgers strike first on the solo jack. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Pittsburgh, and on the mound today, Shohei Ohtani. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on one or two pitches, depending on how things are going and how things are working. If he can control 4 or even 5 of those innings, look out here. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Now the 0-1. On the ground, out to short. On the run, throw to first. And a quick out, number 1. Here's the Pirates lineup now. Already trailing by a run in this one. They'll be looking to get on the scoreboard early on as well.
Well, it's just the one run, so not too big a hill to climb. But, yeah, if they can answer back in this inning or at least in the next couple, that'll maybe settle everyone into this ball game, and that includes their own starter on the mound.
Drifts towards it. And makes the grab. And there's 2 down. Here's O'Neal Cruz.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field. But he can jump you if you make a mistake. Good fastball going early until they show they can make some good contact. You keep on throwing the pitch.
Almost got him. The 1-2. Struck him out looking. So they make short work of him there. We head to the second from PNC Park. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Pirates nothing. Back here at PNC Park, stepping in the long ball threat, Max Muncy. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
One thing with Max Muncy, and it'll be interesting to see what he throws here. He hammers the fastball. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Schemes, a 6'6" righty. He features a four-seam fastball, a splitter, a slider, a curve, and he works in a changeup. That one ripped right center field, and it's gone. Home run. Max Muncy leaves the yard. It's 2-0.
Well, that one won't stay below the radar. That made a lot of noise. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
And first offering is fouled off. Right-hander kicks, deals. Ripped to third, caught.
Yikes, that one was scorched. An absolute missile that almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
Andy Pajes digs in now. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Man at first with one gone. Here's Kike Hernandez. Ground ball could be 2. There's 1. And that's 2. Dodgers add 1 to their lead on a solo homer. And it's 2-zip Dodgers. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's Andrew McCutcheon. Pitch. All right, so you know for Shohei Ohtani, go back to May 5th, 2022 at Fenway Park. He tossed a complete game through 99 pitches. Get this, 81 strikes. It was the most strikes thrown with less than 100 pitches in a game since they started tracking pitch counts.
That's just unreal.
On the ground, right side. And he handles it himself for the out. Here's Joey Bart now. He has consistently been one of the best in the sport against lefties, and yet the righties give him trouble. You don't want to be labeled as that guy, but the numbers say what they say. Edman slings to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Nick Gonzalez, the next to hit. Two outs, base is empty. Swings through that one.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed.
No, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. And 1-2-3 go the Pirates. They trail it here 2-0. And we're back on to the third inning, and now it's Gavin Lux. Schemes back to work. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Back to the top of the lineup, Tommy Edman at the plate. Swings and sends a rocket to right. Here's Mookie now. He's 0 for 1. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. And it stays there. Lead runner around second. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Man, he used to absolutely burn on that one. Ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying on his mechanics.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Fly to right, his first time. Boots it. Run a first for the out as the run comes in from third.
Fastball threw right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. He's 0 for 1. Here's a slugger to drive left field, and he knew it. He sends it out of here. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 5-zip. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Once he digs in, he's already homered here in this one. Right side. Settles underneath it. Makes the catch, inning over. 2-run shot for the Dodgers this inning. And the lead is now 5-0. You're dialed into the show. As we go to the last of the 3rd. Now here is Brian De La Cruz. And a pitch. Now this one's crushed and one.
These Pirates, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy of the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
The punch out there, 1 away.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Now batting Key Brian Hayes. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Smith pulls that one down, 2 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the rookie first baseman. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. The Dodgers leading by 5 here in the last half of the 3rd. Swings through that one out front that time.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position because when you have that kind of speed,
throws to first, and the Pirates go 1, 2, 3. 9 straight retired here to start the game. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Pirates nothing. Back here in Pittsburgh, John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Will Smith. The right-hander back to work. And first offering is fouled off. And the right-hander deals. Left field, way back there. Gone! That one felt good, and they tack one on the board. It's 6-0. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Most times it's the pitcher looking at the scoreboard for velocity, but in this case it's the hitter. He just turned around triple digits at the dish. I don't even know how he saw that pitch. Maybe he didn't, but he got a home run.
Bailey Falter into the game.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
And next is the designated hitter, Andy Pajes. And he's already singled in this game. That one ripped. In one hops off the wall, should be extra bases. Safely into second, he's got a double.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. So, man aboard, here's Kike Hernandez. Foul off left side.
Ooh, one really cool moment I remember at PNC Park is the 2006 Home Run Derby during All-Star Weekend. David Ortiz and Ryan Howard each hit homers into the Allegheny River on the fly. Really awesome to watch.
Ground ball left side. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
Up next on the second base, Gavin Lux.
And up next for Los Angeles, Gavin Lux. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. A rope into right, and that's a base hit. Here comes Pajes around third. He will score, and they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Well done. Drives in the run. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone. He was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. And the batter will be the shortstop, Tommy Edman. He's already homered in this game. Swings here and blasts one left field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Lead runner holds at third. So 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here's Mookie Betts now. 1 for 2. Swing, and that ball smashed down the line. Pulls it in, and there's 2 away. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Base hit, 1 run in already. The throw in there safely. And they now lead by 9.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely was a good swing.
Well struck left field. Gone! Another homer. He's to the lead. It's 11-0. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waiting for it. It was like BP all over again.
On the mound now for the Pirates, Dalton Jeffries.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Max Muncy at the dish. Crushed to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. Another one. Back-to-back homers. His 2nd home run of the game. It's 12-0.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Base is empty with 2 away. And here's the catcher, Will Smith. On the ground. And a base hit right there.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Andy Pajes. Swung on, belted, way back there. And that one's off the wall. He's in with a double, and that's his 2nd double of the night.
He has had such a good day today. I don't think he's going to want to leave when it's over.
A couple of doubles today for the DH. So 2 on with 2 away. Kike Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning.
Make a great catch like that. It's all about timing the jump. His timing was perfect. Excellent grab, and he comes down with it. The inning is over.
Bottom 4 at the plate for Pittsburgh, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. The pitch. Foul ball.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Freeman makes the grab, 1 down.
Up next is Pittsburgh. No left fielder.
Ryan Reynolds here.
This guy's a threat from both sides of the plate.
Right through there for his strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Righty to the plate. And now 1 and 2.
It's a good take.
Up the middle, it's through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
The pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
At the belt and fires. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Caught and missed. Struck him out. Now 2 away.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball.
Here's Andrew McCutcheon to hit. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. In the air to left center. Hernandez hustling after it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that's the 3rd out. So 1 left for Pittsburgh. Hasn't been their day. It's 12-0. Here at PNC Park, we go to the top of the 5th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Gavin Lux. Lux, in his 4th year, 26 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Wisconsin. Hit hard, base hit, and that turns the lineup over.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Nice line drive to the post side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And here comes Tommy Edman. Well struck right field. Hangs off the wall. It's a double. 3rd hit of the night for him.
Back-to-back base hits. He hit that one really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but not always happy with an extra base hit.
Here's Mookie now. 1 for 3.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected up,
Pirates with a new arm on the mound. Carmen Machinsky.
Things got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
No outs. Runner at first. And now the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Line drive, base hit down the line. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
So they're at the corners now. Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that one ripped to left. Puts it away for the out. 1 down. Here's Muncy to hit. Hard hit, right side. Over to Cutter for left foot. What a double play that was. Getting over. They put 2 on the board on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. Last half of the 5th coming up. LA's on top, 14-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. This is Joey Bart. The pitch. That's in there. 0-1. There's the strike. Kicks and deals. Stays alive.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little Tony on the fastball.
That one to first. He steps on the bag, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So up next, Nick Gonzalez. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Just missed. One out, base is empty. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. Battling here as he fouls it away. One down, base is empty. And down on strikes he goes. 2 away. Up next for the Pirates, Brian De La Cruz. Thought looking his first time up. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Bucks go down quietly, but this one's pretty much over. 14-0. All set for the top of the 6th. The batter now will be Will Smith. Machinsky back to work. High fly ball out towards left field. Way back there. And that one is going to go. Another homer. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. It's 15-0.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
And next for LA, Andy Pajes. 3 for 3s, doubled twice and single. Back up the middle and a base hit.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
And now it's going to be swings and blasts one deep to left center. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double. And stepping in is the speedy Gavin Lux. Liner, safe.
Put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives don't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Next to hit, Tommy Edman.
Fly ball to the outfield for a sac fly, soft ground ball to the right side, find a hole. He can attack this a few ways, but the one thing he can't do is strike out.
Now a screamer into the outfield. And a Cruz right there to make the ground. 2 down. Here's Mookie Betts.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
Smash down the left field line. And that is that. Solo shot for the Dodgers this inning. To the bottom of the 6th inning. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Ryan Hayes. The right-hander back to work. First pitch swinging.
Well, the guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter. You got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
That one hit to right. Playable Betts makes the grab, and there's one away.
The first baseman, Billy Cook.
Next is the speedy first baseman, 0 for 1 so far. And that is cut on and missed. Strike one.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient, take some pitches, see if you can extend those at-bats and get some base runners on.
Throw on to Freeman. Play is made, 2 out.
The batter, number 7. Shortstop.
Isaiah Kiner for left up to the plate. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
Fly ball down the line. Betts is on the move. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. The Pirates with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the 6th. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh. Start the bus. They're down 15-0. Back here in Pittsburgh, top of inning number 7. And here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. And a pitch. There's a swing and a drive. And it's out of here. And they add a run. It's 16-0.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at.
So they turn things over to the righty, David Bednar. He's into the game with the bases empty. Now the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Line drive, caught.
Man, he really turned on that one. Absolutely ripped it towards third, but quick cat-like reflexes down there in the hot corner to bring it down.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those two he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
Flopper to right field, way back, gone. And he's gone yard again. His 3rd home run of the game, and they add on. It's 17-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
Singy, this one got out of here in a hurry. Let's take a look at it again with StatCast.
Well, 116 miles per hour off the bat is just absolutely crushed. We knew that, seeing it with our eyes, but the number, incredible. And, Boog, you know, only a handful of players are capable of putting up those numbers.
1 out, base is empty. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. And it hits the fence. Relay to second. The tag out.
The hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
And up next for Los Angeles, Andy Pajes. 4 for 4, 2 doubles and 2 singles. That one drilled left field. And he one-hops the wall. And into second easily with a 2-out double. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Kike Hernandez. Smoked to the left, base hit. Here's the throw to the plate. Here comes Pajes around third. numbers in this inning. The long ball was working. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Bottom of the 7th, here's the left fielder, Ryan Reynolds. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And the righty deals. And that one fouled off. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Nabs it, and there's one away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know this could be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
And here is O'Neal Cruz, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That's to third. Fair ball.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
And the batter now, Andrew McCutcheon. And that's in there at the knees. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Righty delivers. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, that event seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
And at first, here's the Pirates catcher now, Joey Bart. And it's fouled away. Two outs. He swings and fouls one off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the inning. Pirates lead 1. They're in a wee bit of a hole. Down 17-0. Ready to begin the 8th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Gavin Lux. And he deals. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was a pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
So the lineup flips over, and now that one is absolutely belted. And it hits the top of the wall. Throw cut off to second. Tag, and he's in there.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Anytime you smoke the ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Here's Mookie to hit. This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. He powers that one out of here, and they tack on 3. It's 20-0. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for, crushes it, and hits it out of the ballpark.
On the mound now for the Pirates, Ben Heller.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
And now here is Freddie Freeman.
Everything came together for him. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he made it out front for the line drive knock.
So, man aboard. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. That one ripped left field. Hits the fence.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
And now it's Max Muncy, and a chance to make some history here, Chris.
Yeah, he's homered 3 times so far, and now he gets another chance, at least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives him anything to hit. It's so rare to see a 3-homer performance, but even more special for that player to get another chance at the plate to do it again for 4.
Pulled down the line, this one hammered, but it's... Jumps, but it's off his glove. They get 1 to second, tag, safe. So they get 1 at first, but can't complete the double play. And up to the plate is Will Smith. First round pick out of Louisville in 2016. Ripped to well, not in time, as he's able to get back to avoid the double play.
That was right crazy as a hitter. I mean, he couldn't have hit that ball more on the screws than he did, and yet he's got nothing to show for it. Hang with him. I know the feeling.
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swing and a ball hammered left field. That's back there. 1 run is in, and it's off the wall. Runner from second crosses the plate, and the lead continues to grow.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. He absolutely ripped that ball out front and almost got it out of here, man. Just a really strong, balanced swing, and a fraction of an inch different on the bat, and it is probably out of here.
And now Enrique Hernandez. Down the left field line, could be extra bases. Pajes around second, headed for third.
Back-to-back singles off the bat. That one registered at 105 miles per hour, and that is smoking. And these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock.
Now a chance for Gavin Lux. Base hit and a run in to score.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming.
Hunter Stratton on a pitch out of the pen here. So the batting order turns over. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Tommy Edman. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Cruz going back, and it hits the fence. 1 run across, and a double puts runners at second and third with 2 out. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Mookie Betts. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. That one ripped. Get out of town. Mookie Betts blasts 1 out. Second home run of the inning for them, and they boost their lead. It's 27-0.
First pitch swinging, and he got the fastball. He knew exactly what to do with it, too. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and Everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
2 outs, nobody on. And now the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. And there's a fly ball, deep right field. On the warning track, and holds it in. Mookie Betts with the big strike in the inning. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. Back after this on the show. On to the bottom of the 8th, at the plate for Pittsburgh, Nick Gonzalez. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1.
Pretty amazing, his first pitch strike percentage, over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at-bat. Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Swing and high fly ball, deep left field. Hernandez drop step going back, and that one's gone. And they get their first run. It's 27-1.
That gives this offense something to celebrate for the first time in this one. Some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. It would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
And a foul ball. Yo, 1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. One out, bases empty, and a run in. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
One down, bases empty. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Here comes a pitch. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Freeman makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
The first base Billy.
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle.
Now to Freeman. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Cannonball coming. Through 8 full. It's Major League Baseball on the show. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now it's going to be Teoscar Hernandez. Stratton back to work. Ground ball scooped up, Ke'Bryan Hayes. And Hernandez is out.
The first base number 13, Max Muncy.
Here comes Max Muncy.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
That one blasted deep to right. And it's off the top of the wall. But now they hold him to a single. Doesn't have plus speed, so I guess they didn't want to try and stretch him there.
What if they're looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle? He really stung that pitch and drove it deep, but pretty surprised he didn't end up on second base right there. I think he probably should have. But you know what? We'll give credit to the defense for holding him to a long single. 2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Now it's the DH, Andy Pajes. Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone and it's fair. Oh, it hooks foul. Stratton. He's one of those guys who uses the cut fastball as his primary offering, and when it's on, it can induce a lot of weak contact. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double. And a run comes in to score.
Well, everyone is thinking it. The runner scored from first. If the ball stayed in the park, we'll never know. But they do get a run across with a chance.
Colin Holderman comes on now.
Huge opportunity to add on to the lead for this offense right now. We'll see what he has to say about that. He's going to have to make some great pitches to work out of this jam, though.
One away, runners at second and third. Here's the center fielder, Kike Hernandez. And a foul ball. And foul ball. Second and third, one away. Here in the top of the ninth. High fly ball down the left field line. Reynolds trying to get there. Reaches for it, and it's foul. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul. Kicks and fires. Oh, great stop to his knee. The throw. It's there, and that's a great play.
To his left, fully extended there in front of the shortstop to make the grab. Up with it, then a strong, accurate throw across the diamond to complete this highlight play.
Gavin Lux steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That one ripped. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Runner at second, 2 down. Ripped into right center, and that should be extra bases. The run comes in from second, and they extend their lead. And he's got a double.
Picks himself up an RBI, doubled into the gap, and that was a really nice swing to beat the inside pitch. Just beat him to the spot. Kept his hands tight inside that baseball, and that just allowed him to drive it into the alley right there.
Tommy Edman steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Now a long throw home around third. Caught in a rundown now. And now they've got him caught on the base path, and they tag him out to end the inning. 3 runs on 5 hits. No errors and 1 left. To the bottom of the ninth we go. Top of the order, Dua. Dodgers lead it 30-1. Last chance for the home team. Stepping in, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. There's a strike.
The beauty of his skill set as a pitcher is the break in his stuff doesn't go away when he's tired. I mean, his pitches always seem to have life. Just doesn't matter if it's early or late. He doesn't make it easy for the batter.
That one finds the zone, and that is strike 2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
That one fouled off. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And that should be extra bases. Not stopping. He's going for three. And he's got himself a triple.
Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, O'Neal Cruz. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Swings and misses. And that's strike two.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul at all. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
McCutchen stands in now and watches strike one.
You can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
They're down to their final strike.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just going to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
The Dodgers up big in this one. We're in the last half of the 9th inning.
Yeah, with 2 strikes here, you really want to miss outside the zone with that breaking ball.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
It seemed like from the first pitch of this ball game, this guy was going to get it done. A quality start, who knew? He'd throw a complete game and get the victory. But an excellent job of continuing to just throw what the catcher put down. He navigated through this ball game, a jam here, a jam there, but ultimately it was an outstanding outing.
Well, this one ends in a blowout. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 59 minutes. For joining us here this evening, we remind you to please drive home safely.